Here we have the 2021 Chevrolet Traverse Premier. This one's an all-wheel drive model. Comes in that beautiful mosaic black metallic. And the interior consists of jet black perforated leather. This one's also a Redline edition. And the powertrain consists of a 3.6 liter naturally aspirated V6, mated to a 9-speed automatic transmission. So as we get to the front here, we have LED headlamps along with LED daytime running lights. Then your fog lights are down there. And of course, with the Redline edition, you get the blacked out badging, blacked out grille, black accents throughout, and then the black and red lettering, as well as these 20-inch aluminum wheels. You get that red hash mark as well. You get passive keyless entry on all 4 doors. And there are the controls for your power door locks, windows, mirrors, as well as your memory seating. And there's your power hatch button there. And you get that Bose sound system. And then you also get a power tilt and telescoping steering wheel. And there's your power driver's seat with power lumbar support. On to the rear seat. So this one has an LPO dual 8-inch rear entertainment system. That also comes with 2 pairs of wireless headphones. But pretty good leg room here. I have the seat leaned back quite a bit, so it doesn't really do it justice, but I'm 6'3" and I can sit back here pretty well. And I have the seat in front of me just for someone my size, and like I said, it's leaned back a little too much. But you could fit a full-size adult in the second row. That's a little more accurate there. But you get 3-stage heated seats for these captain's chairs in the second row. And then you also have rear automatic climate controls. And you get a 120-volt 3-prong household plug-in, as well as 2 USB charging ports. And there's a view of your third row. Let's go ahead and take a look at the cargo space next. And there's that rear end there. And I really like the tail lamps. They look really good. So pretty good space behind the third row. And then if you want even more space, you can just pull up on this. And then when the seats are up far enough, this will actually fold flat for additional space. And you can do that for both sides. And onto the passenger seat. In this Premier, your passenger seat is also power with power lumbar support. So we're gonna hop in the driver's seat next. So a really nice heated leather wrap steering wheel here. And over to the radio, we have AM, FM, XM radio along with Bluetooth audio. And you also have this function, which I love in the Traverses, where you can raise the screen and you have a little storage back here. The screen actually stays on too, which is nice. You have your navigation system here. And you can set up a home and a work address so you can so the navigation knows where it's going when you get in the car. There you have a backup camera, forward camera, and you get those curbside cameras as well. And you can see ahead or behind, depending on if you're in reverse or drive. So I really like that. And then of course, if you're towing something, you can have a kind of tow hitch angle. So just a lot of camera options there. And then of course you get your Apple CarPlay and your Android Auto. And you can control the front AC from the screen as well as the rear AC. Or you can use the knobs down here. So that's going to be dual zone automatic climate control along with 3-stage heated and cooled seats for the driver and passenger. And then you have an SD card reader for your navigation, an aux input as well as 2 USB inputs. Then you have a 12-volt and a wireless charging pad. And it's actually a pretty good size. It fits my iPhone 11 no problem. So. And here you have your shifter. So you hit this button back here, reverse, neutral, drive, low. And then you can shift here on the side. And with this one being an all-wheel drive model, you do have your 2-wheel drive. You can put in the all-wheel drive. And then you have your off-road mode as well as your tow haul mode. And you can toggle your lane departure and all that from here, and then your electronic parking brake. Pretty good center console space. Nice tray, and then a pretty deep pocket in there. And then with the dual skyscape sunroof, you have a power one-touch tilt and sliding sunroof in the front, and then you have that fixed one in the back. And you also have a universal home remote as well. There's your rear camera mirror, which you can toggle like that. And there's a view of the back seat from up here. There's your glove compartment with your owner's manuals. Pretty good size. Over here you have your cruise controls along with your heated steering wheel and your forward collision alert. You can adjust the gap by pushing that. And then you have Bluetooth controls here, and you can go through your gauge cluster functions by just going through those arrows. And then behind the steering wheel on the left side, you have your track list or radio station controls. And then on the right side, you have your volume. And there's your push button start. And here's your key fob with remote start. But next, we're gonna go ahead and take this Traverse out on the road for a quick test drive. So really good acceleration from the 3.6 liter so far. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it into all-wheel drive mode. And I can already tell ever so faintly, because I've driven so many Traverses with the all-wheel drive mode, how it just pulls evenly because it's pulling at all four wheels as opposed to just pulling at the front like most Traverses that I've driven. We're gonna gas it here. So not bad acceleration at all. And it just drives different. So this is definitely going to be good for you if you like, I shouldn't say if you like, but if you tend to drive in off-road conditions, a lot of snow, ice, things of that nature. Right now we're getting about 22 miles a gallon, which is about what the EPA suggests you'll get driving this on the interstate, and I'm doing 75 on cruise. But a really nice ride, just really steady, really comfortable. So I really like the manual shifting that you can do from the shifter. It's not as sporty, but it is good if you are going to be towing or need to manually shift for whatever reason. And it's pretty responsive. But I do like having the availability of the four-wheel drive, kind of like you would having the all-wheel drive at the touch of a button, like you would a four-wheel drive, excuse me. So if you do need to use four wheels because you know what you're going to be doing, whatever, it's good to have that as opposed to waiting for the car to decide when you need to use all-wheel drive with an automatic that comes in a lot of your smaller SUVs. But all in all, just a really good experience with this Traverse. It's easy to handle. The cooled seats are absolutely incredible. The leather just feels really nice. Now another thing to mention is the auto stop. It's pretty hot out here today, so it hasn't cut on, but this does come with auto stop, and in the prime condition that you would expect, it works pretty well. And overall drivability is really good as well. I can see over the hood with no problem, how it slants. I really like that. And just really easy to handle, especially in the all-wheel drive. But this is going to bring me to an end of my review of the 2021 Chevrolet Traverse all-wheel drive Premier.